Yes, I am wearing my brand new Hocus Pocus 2 Reclaim the Flame hoodie. God, I look like a crying mess. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super exciting. It has been 29 years since the original Hocus Pocus got released, and Disney Plus this morning dropped Hocus Pocus 2 for the world to enjoy. So as you can see by the title of today's video, I thought I would come and sit down and just give you my first thoughts and feelings and review of the new Hocus Pocus 2 movie. The movie got released this morning at 8 AM here in the UK. I booked the day off work because I wanted to watch it straight away and just, I don't know, be part of that Hocus Pocus 2 buzz for the day, for the weekend, for the whole spooky season. So with that being said, let's get into the review and talk all things Hocus Pocus 2. I feel like there's so much to say, so I may film other reviews, but this is just kind of like an overview of the whole film. Sorry if my eyes are all red and blotchy. Like, it's early morning still. It's currently 10:15. I've been up, walked Robin, watched Hocus Pocus 2, sobbed, and now I'm here to film a review. Hocus Pocus, the original, came out in 1993, which was 29 years ago. Ever since I was a kid and first seen Hocus Pocus, I've always been a fan of it. I love Halloween. I love America. So for me, it's always been the perfect film to watch. I just love the costumes, the decor, the witches, the characters, Danny, Allison, Max, like all of them I've just always loved. And over the years, I feel like my love and appreciation for the film has just grown, especially now with social media, finding this community online and having other people who love and share the passion for the film just makes it all that more special. So when Hocus Pocus 2 was officially announced, yes, I was super excited, but also really nervous because I was like, if it's rubbish, is it gonna taint? Is it gonna make the whole Hocus Pocus franchise a little bit sour? That was kind of my nerves, that was kind of my little reservations that I had, but it's fair to say that I didn't need to worry because I've just watched Hocus Pocus 2 and I loved it so much. Okay, stop filling up, it's literally a film. The Hocus Pocus 2, in a nutshell, follows Izzy and Becca, who bring back the Sanderson sisters into modern life and basically cause havoc through the town of Salem yet again. Poor Salem. I mean, imagine having to live there. I mean, I would want to live there, but yeah. The overall concept and seeing the witches in modern day, everyday scenarios with mobile phones and signs and shops and just so many things that we see every day, and seeing the witches react to them and interact with them was just so funny to see. And I just really enjoyed it. The film actually starts with the backstory of the Sanderson sisters when they're kids, which I have always wanted to know more of. I've always wanted to know, how did they become the Sanderson sisters that they are today? How did they become witches? Were they born a witch? Did they just get magical powers? What happened to their parents? What was their kind of like childhood upbringing like? So at the start of the film, it definitely gives you a more backstory of the Sanderson sisters when they are kids. And it's fair to say, the kids that played Winifred, Mary and Sarah nailed it to a T. When I saw like photos of the cast, I was a little bit like, guys, like, you have so much pressure on you right now. Please do these characters justice. And it's fair to say that they really did. Their like mannerisms, their facial expressions, the way they acted with one another was so spot on. And I think for me, it was so cute and so warming to see how tight the sisters were as kids, which makes you love the sisters even more, and I don't know, maybe give them the excuse to be evil and do terrible things, because you know at the end of the day they've got all each other's backs and they're all just there to protect one another. The film then fast forwards, as I say, to Becca and Izzy, who accidentally bring the Sanderson sisters back on Halloween night, and they cause havoc and mayhem around the town of Salem. There's so many funny different scenes and scenarios that I personally just love. The scene where they're in Walmart and they're eating the products, the beauty products with the face mask and the spray, like little things like that, like interacting with modern day kind of just everyday items, was so funny, but yet so cleverly done. See, throughout the film we see Becca, and you feel that she may have some powers, although it's not addressed at the start of the film, and then throughout the movie when scenarios happen you see that she's getting these powers and she's obviously becoming more stronger. I loved the friendship bond that the main characters had. I was surprised that Cassie wasn't in it more. I don't know why, like it was more focused around Izzy and Becca, which personally I just loved them characters on screen. Like they're just kind of like characters that you'd want to be friends with them in real life. So I was surprised that Cassie wasn't in it for most of the film, up until kind of like the last kind of 20 minutes, 30 minutes towards the end. The story nods so much to Hocus Pocus, which I love. Obviously Hocus Pocus is a huge fan favourite, so it was so nice to see lots of elements that they, you know, spoke about in Hocus Pocus, little nods that they did. In the carnival scene when the Sanderson sisters sing, not only is it cool to see them sing live on stage again, but when you see all the crowd dancing, a lot of the Halloween costumes that they're wearing are nods to the original when they have the Halloween party in the town hall. So you have like the Supremes, you have the clown, you have the alligator, you have the Madonna with the cones. I love that they did that so much. Another thing that I really loved, and it really did warm my heart and I did fill up a little bit, was a scene where they're looking for the mayor and Winifred walks past the house and she looks through the window and Hocus Pocus 1 is playing on the screen, and then it kind of zooms back and you see that there's a same-sex gay male couple watching Hocus Pocus, and I'm like, look, that's me and P on like around Halloween, and that just, I don't know, watching that just made me feel so like, oh, that's so nice. Like it's such a small detail, but that wouldn't have happened in Hocus Pocus. It just proves that, you know, how much we've moved on since 1993, and be able to have, you know, just that little bit, that short like 5-second clip of like a same-sex couple enjoying Hocus Pocus. It just really brought it home to me, and I was just like, yes, well done Disney. Like that was just, towards like the last half an hour of the film I was getting a bit nervous, because I was like, I don't know how this is going to end. I feel I kind of knew that Becca was going to get some powers, but I was like, please do not like fight or kill the Sanderson sisters. Like that will really, really stress me and probably really disappoint me. Like I didn't want that to happen at all. I was like, because there's so much love for the Sanderson sisters, if you kill them off in this like battle or something, people aren't gonna like it. I'm glad to say that doesn't happen. Winifred obviously says the most powerful spell that she can to get to be the most powerful witch in the world. One of the rules of becoming the most powerful witch in the world means that whatever you love the most disappears. So when Sarah and Mary started to float and disappear, I sat on my bed and literally sobbed. I feel like I'm gonna cry now. I was like, please don't say they're gonna die. Like, please don't say they're gonna disappear. And then, strong Luke. And then obviously Becca does a reverse spell, which I thought they were going to come back, but then I was like, if they come back, how then they're going to go? Are they just going to become like, I don't know, like normal human beings, non-witch people? When the spell kind of is ended, it doesn't bring the sisters back. Obviously Winifred disappears and joins them. I was not well. Like, I was really, really sobbing in my bed. Robin was looking at me like, are you okay? Seeing her disappear, I was like, oh no, does this mean she's gone? Is this like the final, like they're never coming back? Like no other films are ever going to come back? Is Hocus Pocus 3 going to happen? I'd probably say maybe not. if it does, maybe it would be a different cast. So I was like, is this the final scene that I'm ever going to see these witches together, these sisters together on screen? So when I saw her disappearing, I was, yeah, sobbing. Then obviously knowing that she was joining her sisters in somewhere in the afterworld, who knows, in hell. Just knowing that they were together again, and the way the effects came on screen, it was just such a beautiful moment that just really, really warmed my heart. And I was like, that is the best ending that I could have hoped for without even realising. So good. I loved. I mean, I always want more. Like, I would love Hocus Pocus 3, seeing the Sanderson sisters back again. Who knows, maybe one day. If it kind of ended and you knew they were never coming back and they were never going to film again, I feel like I would have been very disappointed. But seeing the end scene where you see cobwebs jump up on a shelf and you see another black candle just gave me that little bit of hope that one day they could come back for Hocus Pocus 3. And that warms my little Hocus Pocus heart so much. So overall, was I happy with this film? Yes. I really did, and I really hate to say this, but I really did have low expectations for it. I thought I was going to watch it and hate it, or I was going to watch it and hate more of it than I loved it. But I was completely wrong. I actually really enjoyed the film. I felt overwhelmed watching it, if that makes sense. Like, I felt like I was in this like weird, like, am I really watching it? Is this really happening? So I definitely need to watch it numerous times again in order to kind of like take it all in and kind of watch it more relaxed, if that makes sense. But overall, I just thought Disney did such an amazing job. Seeing Mary, Sarah and Winifred back on our screen, back causing mayhem, just made me so happy. I laughed numerous times and I cried probably more, which is a sign of a good film. So all of the cast, just well done for producing such an amazing film that us, the fans, will love and cherish for years to come. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like. Also, comment in the box down below. Let me know, have you seen Hocus Pocus 2 yet? Are you planning a Hocus Pocus 2 screening party? And also, I'm intrigued to know, a little bit controversial, what is your favourite, Hocus Pocus or Hocus Pocus 2? Comment in the box down below, let me know. Thank you for watching, as always, and until next time, peace.